We're back out here. It's later in the week. It's Friday night. Got out of work early, ran down here, try to get some hunting in. Last night a cold front moved in, so just like earlier in the week it was in the high 80s, 90s. Today it's actually in the low 70s, so it got cold overnight. Hopefully the deer are going to move a little bit more and we're going to see some deer. So got about 2.5 hours left of light, and we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we'll see some movement and some deer, and hopefully be able to draw the bow back tonight for the first time for the season. So I'll give you a little tour of the tree stand then, and so you can get a lay of the land. Alright, so this is straight back behind the tree stand. As you can see up here, this lighted area right there, that is an open pasture for horses. So, and it's all the ground cover in here is briars, real thick briars. So I can see back through there, not really too much shooting back there with the vines and branches and stuff, but the deer move down. And then as we move over this way, you see it opens up a lot. Right in here, there is a heavily used trail that the deer run in. They come out of thick stuff, go down here, and to the right of the screen there is where the stream was. I've always been up over on the other side of the stream. Tonight's my first night over here, so you can see it's open. Right over here is a heavily used trail, and then also coming this way is another trail, and then right below my tree stand there's also a trail, it looks like. So moving around here, you can see it's all open over here. The stream is what we're looking at through that thick stuff, the stream. So then it starts getting thick again. So no shooting through there, but giving me some good cover. Now as you get over here to this side, you can kind of see this has got some opening spots in here. There's deer trails that run through there. So they're running through there, opens up to a little field. Got minimal shooting into that field and some shooting over through here. Right here is a good shooting lane right through there. Right through there is a shooting lane that we see there. And then, as I said before, this is out behind the tree stand again. So that's a tour of the tree stand. We'll see if any deer are coming in tonight, and if they are, hopefully we can get them on camera. Alright, so as you can tell by the video, that was a heck of a night. We saw lots of deer, which was a big change. I think the cooler weather had a lot to do with that. Saw, I don't even know how many I saw, but we had that 6-point running around. I thought about taking that one a lot, especially as it got closer, but it's just the beginning of the season, and I didn't want to take it, so we'll see if I'm kicking myself later on in the year for that or not. As soon as he was gone, then all these doe started down by the stream, and then there's actually a 5-point with that group of does, and there was probably 8 or 9 deer with that group, so the closest they got was probably 35 yards, but it was just way too thick, as you could tell by the video. Never got good video of them, but they worked their way up, and then probably about a half hour after that, way out, 70 yards out in front of me, I could just barely see it through a little opening. It was a bigger buck than the 6, and then soon after that buck went through, I saw that 6-point come through, but then I caught another glimpse of him over here about 50 yards away. The big one was an 8-point. It was wise out past its ears. Definitely a shooter for me. Would have been plenty happy with a deer like that. But he never got closer than 50 yards, and then I saw that 6-point right behind it. So saw lots of deer tonight. It was great. Tomorrow's actually the statewide opener. This was a special reg area that opened up 2 weeks ago. Tomorrow's statewide. We're going to be hunting closer to home. We had some trail cameras up in this area, and a lot of doe moving to the spot that I'm going to go to tomorrow. So hopefully I can put a doe down, and maybe there'll be a buck in the mix too. We only got one camera in that area, and I know there's plenty of trails, so we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. This cooler weather is definitely helping out, and after tonight, rejuvenated me for sure. I was getting a little down on myself, not seeing deer. Things were too far away, and I thought for sure I'd have a deer on the ground by now in these past 2 weeks, but hey, it's called hunting for a reason. Tomorrow's another day. Gonna hunt the morning tomorrow, and we'll see what happens.